Hi everyone, let's talk about Concordia Venus. And I'm not sure which way to do it in because this is kind of my video for Concordia in general as well. So let's just cover that. Concordia is such a fantastic game. It's definitely one of our favourites and perhaps the shining example of don't judge a game by its cover, because definitely from before we played it or knew anything about it, it didn't look great. Look, the cover is quite different now to how it used to be, but the look of the game and everything, it doesn't look exciting. It doesn't look like something that's going to be such a thrilling and engaging experience, but it really, really is. Just the simplicity of all you're doing on your turn is playing a card, and the cards themselves are quite simple, especially the cards that you're starting the game with. But this great thing develops over the course of the game, where you really have gone down your own path as well. Whether it's getting all your colonists out, whether it's spreading out across the map as much as you want, whether it's really paying attention to the cards that you're collecting and collecting certain gods and really going for those things where, don't spoil the playthrough too much, but yeah, it ended up being a thing in there where, you can really pinpoint what you're going for and what is coming out in what order, and you get the cities that you need to be able to get the goods that you need to get the cards that you need. It all works together in such a fantastic way, and it's just a beautiful shining beacon in board games. And it's been expanded a lot before this. It's had the salsa expansion, which adds salt as a resource, which is a bit of a wild card thing. That's really good as well, and it adds I can't remember the name of it now. It adds an extra part to the Tribune card where you can get a special power if you wait to use the Tribune card. The longer you wait, the better the power that you can get for it. That's a really nice little extra. And on top of that, there's tons of extra maps as well. Loads and loads, to the point where they do not fit in the box anymore, which maybe is where Venus comes in. This is its own separate box again. And this is available as a standalone thing with a bit of a bigger box. The difference is that the standalone version comes with all of the resources and things, and all of the player boards and the pieces, the player pieces as well. And it comes with extra maps. It only comes with 2 maps if you buy the expansion version, but if you buy the standalone version, it comes with these 2 maps. It's a double-sided board. And one that comes in the base game, I think it's Imperium, that comes in the actual normal game of Concordia. And then I believe it's Athens that is a new map that is going to be available as a separate expansion thing later this year. It's confusing. But anyway, if you are completely new to Concordia, you can start with Venus if you want to. And it is a little bit different. It does come with everything you need to play normal Concordia as well. There are a couple of card changes in there that are explained in the rules where you can play completely vanilla Concordia if you want to. But you can also play this new version where it adds the extra card that lets you copy the card you previously used on the top of your discard pile. It adds those special double cards in the card display where you can choose a card to be Architect or a Prefect, or an Architect or a Mercator if you want to. That adds flexibility in there, and it adds the new god, the Venus god, that gives you 2 points for every province that you have at least 2 houses in there. So there are differences to just the base game. The big draw probably, though, is something that I can't really talk about because I have absolutely no interest in it, and that is the team play mode. You can play Concordia now in huge numbers by playing in teams, and there are special cards and special rules in the game just for that. So speaking as someone who plays almost exclusively 2-player in games, I'd say that, the main thing in Venus is to have a couple more maps. There aren't any specific 2-player maps in Venus, although it does even mention in the rulebook, just cover Italy up and play on this map that I did the playthrough in, and it makes it a good 2 to 3-player map. So there isn't a specific one, but it does work well with 2 to 3 players. It does squash you together enough. Although, I kind of think that there are maps like the Britannia map, and there have been several others that have been really good just as they are for 2 to 3 players. And the extras with the W's cards are nice, and the new god is a nice extra thing to think about. But I did think, we both found ourselves when we were playing through just playing it as Venus, we did think that this is all very nice, but we aren't really that bothered about it. And kind of the number of maps that we have already, I don't think we quite have everything even for normal Concordia, all of the extra maps and things that have come out. It kind of got to a point where I thought, well, we've kind of got enough Concordia. As much as we love it, and as much as we want to expand it and have all of these different things going on, kind of happy with where it's at, and don't really feel like we're desperate to play with the new cards or the new god. We're kind of happy the way it was, and kind of think that for us specifically, that yeah, we're not particularly enthralled by this, and we'll probably just save the shelf space rather than have a extra box now for more Concordia stuff to go in. That's just specifically us though, that are only playing 2 players. I think if you're playing with more, the team play aspect is probably going to be a huge thing for you. And you'd have to weigh up as well. Watch the playthrough and see for yourself whether you think that the new cards and the new gods, maybe you've played Concordia so many times that it'll be a really big freshening up for you. I was thinking of a better way to put that and couldn't. But yeah, it'll depend on your situation really. For us specifically, I don't think that there's enough new to make this a must-have for our situation, but Concordia is an utterly fantastic game, and yeah, if you find yourself needing more maps or wanting a twist on the formula or wanting team play, or maybe if you play with more players as well and these maps are going to be more useful to you, there's a lot to think about really, isn't there? But either way, we can all agree that Concordia is brilliant, can't we? Can't we? I don't know. You can't talk back to me right now, so I'm going to assume everybody said yes. But you can say in the comments what you think about Concordia, or what you think about anything. What do you think about Scampy? He's over there. I'm going to stop talking now. Thank you for watching this video. There's hundreds of others. Watch them if you'd like to. If not, I'm not going to tell you how to live your life. Bye.